back here with another episode of Don Touch the Pod, episode 30. 30 episodes. That's a while. 20 more episodes to episode 50. Now we can do a 50 episode special.
Ooh.
For our 12 subscribers. Let's go. But first, last podcast I ended up saying that that Deshaun Watson would be on the Broncos, but someone else got traded. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz got traded to the Indianapolis Colts for a third rounder for 2021 and a 2022 conditional second rounder. Gets your thoughts?
And that second rounder can conditionally become a first if he plays 75% of snaps, right? Am I right?
Yeah, and he makes the playoffs.
And he makes the playoffs, then it's a first rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, okay. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good haul. I mean, at the beginning, it was like, can we even get like a third rounder for this guy? And then at one point, it was like, we can get a first rounder. And now we've kind of settled in the middle. And, yeah, I think it's a pretty decent haul. I'm happy for him to go to the Colts. I think it's a good situation for him. I think he's going to be really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've never been happier with an Eagles trade, honestly. I'm happy for him that he gets a better opportunity to show skills out if he still has them. And it's a fresh start for the Eagles, which was a must need. And it's going to do good in the long term for both parties.
Yeah, I saw a lot of memes coming out when the Eagles thought they were going to get 5 first-round picks for Carson Wentz, like the Matthew Stafford deal. But turns out they didn't. But this is a good trade because they just get rid of the cap space too, and he gets to join the team that he wants to be on. Because I heard people saying he was going to the Bears. I'm like, you sure you want him being the starting quarterback over Nick Foles again? What happened last time when he was the starter over Nick Foles. We don't want that. Well, the Bears fan probably wants that to happen, but Carson doesn't want that to happen again. So, well, I'm saying if the Colts do need a backup quarterback, Nick Foles is always available on the Bears. So, if you want to pick him up, you can win a championship.
Anyways, for those people who think we got robbed or something, they just have no idea. We never thought that we were going to get this huge thing for Carson Wentz. We were going to be happy with the first rounder, and we're honestly happy with this.
Yeah, but so you think it's officially Jalen Hurts' team, or will Howie Roseman draft a quarterback with the 6th pick?
That'd be the most Eagles thing to do is draft a quarterback with the 6th pick. And I don't want that to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I don't want them to draft a quarterback with the 6th pick either, because at that point, those guys they all have their own problems. And I want to give Jalen at least a year. And it is his team. It's been his team since the end of last season, because you saw how that team came back to life once Jalen Hurtz came in, and they were all behind him.
I heard news saying before the Carson Wentz trade that wide receivers on the team started working out with Jalen Hurts instead of Carson Wentz. They just have faith in Jalen Hurts. You saw against the game against the Packers, the game against the Saints, Cardinals. The whole entire environment around Jalen Hurts gets changed around. They feel like they a level up. They felt like they get a level up when Jalen Hurts got on the field. So
yeah.
With Jalen Hurts, I think that's going to be his team too. So, but oh yeah, Austin.
You already.
Oh, you already talked. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Deshaun Jackson says goodbye to the Eagles. He's there's rumors saying that he's going to get released soon, which is probably going to be true. But Deshaun Jackson leaving the team. Austin, your thoughts?
I like Deshaun Jackson, but it's time. He plays one game, gets injured for 10 weeks. It's not his fault. He's a good wide receiver. Top deep threat of all time, in my opinion, other than Randy Moss. But I think it's just his time to retire.
Yeah, or maybe he wants to ring chase for a little bit, but I was going to say the same thing. It's just he's never available to play.
Yeah, and it's sad to see how he left the Eagles, and the years when he left the Eagles win a Super Bowl right during that time. Then he comes back and they suck. So
yeah,
you hate to see it. Him and Michael Vick on the team. I remember those days. And who's the coach?
Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly.
The coach that eventually got rid of him, but
Chip Kelly and LaShawn McCoy. Those day with those players, and then but J.J. Watt is considering the Browns. You think the Browns would be a good fit for J.J. Watt?
that would be a deadly pass rush. But I mean, I'd rather see him in other places like the Packers, for instance, or where else is he talking? Maybe the 49ers or something. So I'd rather see him in those places because those are just bigger markets to me. But, I mean, he could go to Cleveland if he believes in Baker Mayfield or whatever. I think his goal should be to ring chase. He's a certified Hall of Famer already with all the money that he needs. So I think he should just go to his best chance to win. If he thinks that's in Cleveland, then fine.
I think he should go to the Titans. They're in desperate need of pass pressure. So Titans would be a really good fit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson. That's the next topic. I feel like J.J. Watt is gonna go wherever Deshaun Watson goes, in my opinion. See him gets traded, and then he's gonna join the team, maybe on a team safe contract too. So like that's my opinion. But if not, he should join the Packers or the Browns, in my opinion.
Yeah, my angle is that he goes back home to the Packers. He's from Wisconsin, grew up a Packers fan, so.
Then he can actually help the chances of the Packers losing to the NFC Championship again. So the Panthers are now determined to get Deshaun Watson. They've been releasing players, trading players away to get rid of the cap room so they can get Deshaun Watson. I said this in previous podcasts that I can see Deshaun Watson on the Panthers because he's from Carolina. But what's the chances of the Panthers getting Deshaun Watson? Gets.
I'm going to say less than 10%. I'm never going to say never. But that team sucks. With a player who has a no trade clause, and he gets to decide where he goes, is he really going to go to the Panthers? Especially
Panthers. Let me stop you right there. Panthers have Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel, and for their defense, they have Derek Brown, Jimmy Chin, Brian Burns, Dante Jackson, and Trey Boston too. Well, they just released Trey Boston, but those are the players. Those are all the young players they have, and they're still building on too. Their defense looking good, and their offense looking great too. So.
Yeah, you know what? I actually hadn't thought about it like that. That's actually a quite good point. Could be their quarterback that's holding them back. I've just seen them just be very uncompetitive in games. They have a young defense, yeah, which is improving. But before that, their defense was terrible.
Good. Awesome.
Now, I want to see Deshaun Watson on the Panthers, but in reality, I think it's going to be like a 20% chance just because I don't think he actually wants to go there.
Mm-hmm. You know where he wants to go?
Not to the Broncos, bro.
He said himself. He
said it?
Yeah, I told you.
He put you guys on the list, yeah.
Yeah, he said 49, seemed like the two most likely teams are 49ers and Broncos. Because he took off the Jets, and I'm pretty sure the Dolphins are still on the list.
We talk about this topic every week, man. They just need to make the trade already.
I know.
Yep, we talk about it every single week.
Because it seems more and more likely that
he goes to the 49ers.
He can beat the Broncos.
If he goes to the 49ers, it's over for the league. That's all I got to say.
Team's too injury prone. Like, he's going to be playing with the practice squad players by week 5. So
that doesn't mean they're injury prone. All those players just got injured once. There's just I think it's because of the preseason. All those players got injured at week 1.
You make a good point right there. Yeah, they're not the same defense from 2019 too.
Yeah, it's not the same defense.
Not the same defense.
It's still a top. When healthy, it's still a top 6, top 7 defense, though.
Yeah, and also Richard Sherman's leaving for free agency too.
Richard Sherman, in my opinion, makes the 49ers worse at defense. He cannot run man coverage. He can't. He can only run zone.
Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm. Only thing I can see, only good things about the 49ers are, their D-line and the linebackers for the defense seem like the corners might be a little weak point for them because like some of them are leaving. So
People forget they went 7-9 with like Nick Mullins most of the year.
teams like oh my god,
They have a good wide receiver core.
Remember the Cardinals had a 9-3 record at one point and they just choked the whole entire season away.
They were 9-3.
Something like that.
9-3 or 8-3. They just choked the whole entire season. Ended up 8-8.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
And because he lost 2 games against the 49ers. Like, you can beat the teams like the Rams and Seahawks who both made the playoffs, but you can't beat the 49ers who are like playing with their practice squad players and Nick Mullins. Like,
yeah, they were so inconsistent last year.
And George Kittle kind of sold me last year, got injured. I was making a good run too.
George Kittle.
I was making a good run too, but he got injured during, like, I was making a good run, and then right the day before that, Caleb offered me Tyreek Hill for George Kittle. I'm like, no, I don't want. I got George Kittle. He's my leading scorer on my team. There's no way he's going to be on this team forever. And then next week, George Kittle's out for the rest of the season. I'm like, oh. And I get a call from my friend Caleb's like, hey, you want Tyreek Hill now? I'll give you Tyreek Hill for your whole entire team. I'm like, this you hate to see it. But we also hate to see it as a Bronco fan. The Broncos fans also seem like the front office doesn't feel comfortable with Drew Lock as their starting quarterback. It seems like there's still some players in the locker room that believes in Drew Lock, but they'd rather have Deshaun Watson or a different quarterback more. I feel like we should not take a player in the draft. I love to get Deshaun Watson, but if we don't get Deshaun Watson, we always can keep Drew Lock. I feel like we should sign quarterbacks like some free agents like Cam Newton just to make the locker room more competitive too. If you make the locker room more competitive, that'd probably give a boost for Drew Lock. So I'm not saying start Cam Newton. I'm saying just sign someone else. Or if you don't want Drew Lock, there's always a Jameis Winston in free agency. I
don't think Von Miller and Cam Newton would mix very well.
I think it would be a perfect fit, okay? But you guys thoughts about the rumors about Broncos front office giving up?
On Drew Lock, it's unfortunate. I mean, Drew Lock's not the guy in the end. It's like more if you can get like a season done with him or whatever. But obviously we've been saying this. If you can get Deshaun Watson, obviously you get Deshaun Watson. The draft, I'm not too stoked about a lot of the guys in the draft. Like the guys like Justin Fields and all that. In the middle there, Trey Lance. I mean, they all have their own problems. And you make a good point with the free agency, though. Not Cam Newton, because I think I'm more accurate than Cam Newton at this point. I think I can throw a better deep ball. But maybe famous Jameis or someone like that after a year at Drew Brees University. Maybe he comes back more responsible, less turnovers.
Yeah,
I'd like to see a guy like that get another chance.
Because I was watching I'm pretty sure I already told you guys this before, but I was watching a video of Jameis Winston was talking with Michael Vick on, I think Michael Vick has like a podcast or a TV show or something like that. But he was talking with Michael Vick, talking about what he learned with Drew Brees, like, which was his main problem, that how he was forcing too much plays, like trying to throw the 30 or 40 yard down for a touchdown, for a quick touchdowns. It's all about like consistency, that how you just want to get short passes off and make sure you get completed. And like, it's not about the long plays. It's about like, make sure you're completing the passes. Doesn't have to be long. It can be just a check down, or you can check your check downs. And I feel like with him learning about that under Drew Brees, he can be a great quarterback because he has the arm power too. And I feel like we can see, and remember, he threw like 5,000 passing yards. Was it 5,000?
Yeah.
Okay, 5,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns. Like, you always can talk about the 30 interceptions, but like the team made him throw the ball like so many times. I think he was a leading quarterback with passing attempts. So I feel like with him start as his new starting quarterback for the Saints or a different team that wants him, Jameis Winston will be a comeback player of the year, in my opinion.
He's definitely got the arm talent. It's just whether he's matured in decision making. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Austin, your thoughts about
The Broncos quarterback situation is what we were actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Drew Lock's not the guy. Deshaun Watson's on the table. You gotta at least try to get him. Not gonna win anything with Drew Lock, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, that hurts the most, like that Kareem Jackson, his teammate is just talking with Deshaun Watson right now. Like, you just gotta see stuff like that in the locker room. Like, this shows like the team just doesn't really want to have Drew Lock as the quarterback.
Yeah, and once you lose the locker room and all that, it's hard to get back.
Yeah, ask Carson.
Yeah, ask Carson for sure.
But I'm pretty sure that's all the football topic we have for today, from beginning anything. But let's head over to NBA. The NBA is having an All-Star game. They're having the All-Star game on March the. I'm trying to pull this up real quick. March 7th, and they're doing all the All-Star events in one night. Skills challenge and 3-point contest like at 6:30. Then All-Star game at 8 o'clock. Halftime they're having the dunk contest. So I don't know how it's all gonna work out. Like, they used to have the dunk contest during halftime, like in the past All-Star games and stuff. So seem to bring that back. Hopefully they keep the same scoring system they had last year. I like how it ended last year, besides when it ended with 2 free throws at the end. But I like the fact how, like, you have to play up to this certain amount of numbers and then game-winning shot. It's fun to see a game-winning shot. But even though it was a free throw, but
yeah, that format was good last year. It was just a little bit confusing. I forget what the details were now, but it was like they would play for like the first half or something, and then just that score just got like thrown out, and then they played to like 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the score was definitely confusing, but I liked it.
Yeah. But most important thing, okay, we got the starting lineup for the All-Star teams. For the East, we got Kevin Durant as the captain, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Giannis, and Embiid.
Embiid should be the captain for the East. You can't change my mind.
That's why I've been saying that. I was in an argument with one of my friends how Joel Embiid should be the captain over Kevin Durant. Like,
for sure.
Yeah. Like, how can a MVP caliber player like Embiid's higher than Kevin Durant over the MVP race, and how is this like maybe just the fans just voting for Kevin Durant because he just came back from Achilles injuries, but. And, me as a Thunder fan, I just don't like Kevin Durant. Then for the Western All-Star starters, we got LeBron James as captain, Kawhi, Steph, Jokic, and Doncic. I'll talk about Doncic later on because I got some strong feelings about Doncic right here. But you guys like the All-Star team right here?
Yeah, it's fine. I like it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Damian Lillard or Donovan Mitchell deserve to be over – most importantly, Damian Lillard deserved to be over Doncic. He's having a better season than Doncic, and his team. The Mavericks are 10th in the West. Trailblazers are 4th in the West. Even Luka Doncic said himself that
All-Star appearances aren't off team success. They're off individual success.
Okay, so where was Devin Booker's All-Star appearance for the past 4 years besides last year?
He plays for the Suns. That's the difference.
What about Bradley Beal getting snubbed last year?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he should have been an All-Star. He should have been.
I'm saying, that's when the fan voting is just stupid. Then you see fan voting is the dumbest thing because you see Alex Caruso and Klay Thompson getting votes for 8th and 10th in the West for guards. And that just sucks for other players who actually deserve to be in the All-Star game because Klay Thompson can't play. And Alex Caruso, it's just dumb to have Alex Caruso there. They did the same thing with Taco Fall last year too. So
yeah.
Yeah, fan voting is always terrible.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad that you see how fan voting is. I'm just glad they don't they don't have fan voting for like actual awards. Like, imagine there was a fan voting for MVP. They're gonna vote for Alex Cruiser for MVP.
Nah, those kind of things, they get a lot of votes, but they never make it. They would just vote. It would just be like LeBron every year, which, okay, in that situation, it's deserved. Okay. No, okay, let's choose a different example. I don't even know now. But, yeah, it would just be like the biggest market, most popular player would win if there was a fan vote for serious awards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's my only issue with the All-Star game, All-Star starters. Like, but who do you think is gonna make the reserves list? Because we know Anthony Davis is injured, so that's why he's because he had more votes than Kawhi, but that's why he's on this list because he's injured, so there's no point of him playing in the All-Star game or having votes for him. So, excluding Anthony Davis, who's gonna be in the West reserves?
I have to think about this. I have to get these lineups in front of me.
I'm just saying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, according to Austin, doesn't matter about team success. This is the matching about the stats.
Anthony Davis he may be having a down season, but his down season for most players is their best season.
That's true. Remember, he came from the bubble. Like, that's the thing. Like, came straight off the bubble, only had a month of rest, and then out here having a better season than most players. So, like, I'm just gonna go with mine first. So, like, in my opinion, for the West, I think Christian Wood should be in it. In my opinion, it would be nice to see him get all-star appearance. Donovan Mitchell definitely deserved to be in it. One more guard. Oh, Damian Lillard too. And then for the forwards, I have. I gotta think about this. So I already have Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Not Jeremy Grant. Christian Wood. Christian Wood. Bro, I forget the rest of the forwards in the West.
Draymond Green, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't even know. There's not too many good forwards in the West.
Like this put John Moran, De'Aaron Fox all out there. We need put all the guards out there.
Not an all-star.
Oh yeah, Brandon Ingram is gonna be an all-star.
Yeah. DeMar Rosen's a 4.
What about Zion?
Oh yeah, Zion.
Zion
having a good year.
He's having a good year, but ESPN and Bleacher Report don't care anymore. Like
Yes, they dropped him.
Paul George.
Paul George. Yeah, okay. Paul George is gonna make over Zion, or Zion's gonna make over Brandon. One of those players are being there. And then we got my boy Christian Wood out here. No one believed in him. Okay, saw him when he was on the Sixers. I'm like, yeah.
Outside shot, backup center, Rudy Gobert.
Bro, I'm forgetting about all these players. Yeah, Rudy Gobert too.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. I was looking at the fan voting results here and just looking down the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but for the East, like, this is going to be like the first time in a while, but Russell Westbrook's not going to be an all-star this year. Even though he's been doing well for the past 10 games, too. Him and the Wizards have been winning a lot of games. We were talking about Russell Westbrook and the Wizards later.
Yeah, but it had a lot of games before that where he wasn't doing so hot. So.
17.
Hmm?
That's how he would get. That's what he would do. The first part of the season was go like 4 for 17 and 5 for 19.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how Russell Westbrook shot efficient against the Trailblazers while Damian Lillard shot 10 for 30 against Russell Westbrook and the Wizards. That's 33% from the field.
Great math.
I'm just saying.
Great math.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the guys in the Eastern Conference that could be subs are Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine.
Ben Simmons is not going to be an all-star, in my opinion.
He should be.
He should. Tobias should, but not Ben.
Ben's been heating it up the past month.
Yeah, but remember these all-star voting started a while back, so most people didn't vote for Ben Simmons because he was averaging 12 points a game.
Oh, Ben Simmons is
All-Star
listed
vote
as a
only
guard
counts for
here.
some
Yeah, but
All-Star
it's
vote.
hard too. So like people like Bradley, people like Jalen Brown's gonna get voted over him too.
Trey.
Julius Randle
Sure,
deserves to be an
yeah.
All-Star.
What'd you say?
Julius Randle deserves to be an All-Star. In my opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'd love to see him in the. I'd love to see a New York Knick as an All-Star.
Yeah, he definitely deserves to
And
be.
then my boy Emmanuel Quickly.
No, he's not going to be there.
But let's just transition to a different topic because this is going a little too long. Andre Drummond will be sitting out for a couple games because the Cavs are looking to trade for him. Same thing with Blake Griffin. The Pistons are looking to trade for him, so they're sitting out. And Draymond Green does not like this at all. Doesn't like it. He says so it's unfair for players to forced to sit out because their team's looking to trade him away. Like they should be allowed to play. Like the Rockets didn't sit James Harden out when James Harden wanted to trade. So like, why does Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin's forced to sit out so they can trade him away? You guys thoughts about Draymond Green's thoughts right here? Awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely unethical for teams to do that. I agree with Draymond on this one. I think he'll get fined for saying it, but he had every right to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if I'm Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin and I'm in those two cities, I'm pretty much fine with just taking my check and sitting out for a few games and hopefully get into a better situation for myself. A good team.
Yeah, Blake Griffin, if he would have went to the Thunder when he was a free agency, like this wouldn't be happening. I'm just saying. He decided like, instead of going back home, I want the money. And look where we're at now. He's in Detroit. So like just put a smile on my face. But imagine Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and Blake Griffin.
Dang, that sounds like
we don't know who's gonna have the ball.
Exit.
Like
that sounds like a second round exit.
Hey, it's better than first.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah, but I feel like it's wrong for this teams and forcing players to sit out just because they're going to trade them away. Like maybe it's because of COVID protocols, but it's probably not because of COVID. But I feel like this is unfair because like you have James Harden still playing, dropping 30 points a game for your team to win games for them. And like even though he wants out, he doesn't want playing the games, but he's forced to play the games because like teams want him the team want him to play. But it just seems unfair for our players like Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin, who the team's looking to trade them away and just forcing them to sit out. Like they was all suited up and ready to play, but they just sit them out. I think that the league should step in on this, but in my opinion. But next thing, John Collins seems like he's gonna be traded away from the Hawks. I don't know why the Hawks are gonna get rid of John Collins, but they want a first-round pick for him. You think you see John Collins on a different team, Austin?
I think he's getting traded because he wants a max deal and the Hawks don't want to give it to him. And then I feel like you can get more than a first-round pick for John Collins. The man's a 20-10 guy, real young, good at defense, stretch four, which is what you need in the NBA. The Hawks are going to get they should get a lot in return for them. But still, I don't know why you want to trade John Collins. He's one of your main building blocks.
Well, if you say he's a max money type guy, I wouldn't pay him max money. I think the money that's being thrown around is a little ridiculous if that's max money at this point.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but he's like, this is a third, fourth year averaging 20 and 10. There's not a lot of players who can do that right now.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a player that he's a nice young player, 20 and 10 guy, like Austin is saying. Like if you're getting out of him. I feel like he deserves the contract too. Like he also been getting arguments with Trae Young, saying how Trae Young has been playing a little like dumb, like by chucking up 3-point shots like out of nowhere, which is true. Like he been getting arguments with the team, saying how the team system is not really working out well, but the team's not liking it. But I feel like John Collins, like he would be a nice pickup for a team that needs a power forward. Like I like to see him on the Thunder, but I don't want to give us one of our first round picks. So like, but I don't know what team to say he'd be on, but any team will like to have John Collins if I was them. But
Wizards.
huh?
The Wizards.
The Wizards. But they have Rui Hachimura, the samurai, okay?
Gosh.
He can play small forward.
True. The samurai, like we gotta have Rui on the podcast and say, yo, your nickname, the samurai.
Is that just you who calls him that, or do people call him that?
No, that's me.
Wow. You gotta tell him that.
I was wondering, like, this halfway through the season, we already talked about MVP, but who's your guys' rookie of the year? Austin.
It's between Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. Right now, I don't want to say LaMelo, but he has the edge for now. But I think Anthony Edwards will get better throughout the season and take it.
I think for me it's LaMelo. He not only he's got the better stats so far, but I think he's had a real impact on that team, and that team is doing pretty well, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he has a huge advantage of the media coverage too.
True.
Yeah. I hear all you guys saying Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman.
Don't say it.
Emmanuel Quickly deserves Rookie of the Year. This kid is a bona fide. He's a bona fide legend here. Okay, Emmanuel Quickly. The name Emmanuel. Okay.
This is actually spelled correctly, though, right?
Mm-hmm. It's spelled correctly. Spells correctly.
Emmanuel, remember the other Emmanuel? Emmanuel Mudiay.
His name was spelled wrong. Okay, that's why he sucked. Okay.
I don't even know where he is now.
So it's right. Okay. I'm saying Emmanuel Quickly, like him coming off the bench too. Like it seemed like Tom Thibodeau just refused to start him. Doesn't want to start him over Elfrid Payton. Decides to get Derrick Rose instead and put Derrick Rose over Emmanuel Quickly.
And he always roots for the underdog. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I had Killian Hayes winning Rookie of the Year. That's just.
I think I had Killian Hayes maybe written down as a bust. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that.
I think I also said Killian Hayes was a bust too for that.
Yeah, I'm not very high on. Didn't he come from like France?
Yeah, I'm not really high for France guards in my opinion.
Right. Seen it too many times.
What do you mean Frank Ntilikina is an all-star?
Yeah, but okay, so the G League is currently on ESPN2 or ESPN3 or ESPN Plus, going on the bubble right now. And the team that is looking like the best, no shock for me, is the G League at 19, where all the high school players who came from high school decided not to go to college or overseas and decided to do the G League. Or they're currently the best team. People like Draymond Green is out there. Jonathan, I can't pronounce his last name, but those players from their respective high school class are out there, and they are currently undefeated in the bubble right now. So does this help these players' draft stock goes up, seeing them facing NBA or NBA G League talent?
I think so, because when you play in college, they're not full-grown men. They're still students. But the G League and the NBA, they're grown men and professionals you're going against. It's much tougher competition, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And you're playing against former NBA players or players who aspire to be in the NBA. That's the G League right there.
Not people studying to become a physician.
Mm-hmm. It's like some of these college players are they're only going to be playing college for 4 years, and then they're going to be a doctor in the later on, or be a plumber or something like that. I used to play college basketball back in my heyday, but if it wasn't for my ACL, I would have been in the NBA, okay? But you're not playing players like those. You're playing against actual players who are coming from the NBA or going into the NBA. That's, in my opinion, the G League right there. And I feel like you're playing players like, Jeremy Lin, for example. He used to be an all-star player. Well, he wasn't an all-star, but he used to be an all-star player back in his heyday in the NBA. And now he's in the G League too. Now he's in the G League now. Oh, you got players like Dennis Smith Jr. who wants to make a comeback, so he went to the G League on purpose so he can prove teams that he still has it in him.
I think the difficulty is that you've just never – it's just untraditional. So it's going to be the scouts' first time assessing players in this situation. Also, they're on their own team, which is like the prospect team, so they're with a lot of other good players, kind of a stacked deck playing against these other teams. So that's also hard to evaluate.
Yeah, but you know what team is also undefeated in the bubble? The Oklahoma City Blue. Yes, sir. You know, you got to root for the G League team sometimes. Like, you know, next year we got to get some Delaware Blue Coats tickets out there, you know. Might get to see some, you know, some.
No, I'm good, man.
The tickets probably like the cheapest tickets out there. Like, to get like a front court seats probably like $100 right there. That's a steal, okay?
What they call the Delaware 87ers at one point?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember like Oklahoma City Blues to be called the Oklahoma 66ers because of Route 66.
Happened in the 66.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing happened in 66. He said it was because of Route 66.
Oh.
The safest route in America. Like, you know, remember like walking cars, Route 66, you know, like everybody knows Route 66, you know.
I don't know Route 66. I have no idea.
Bro, speaking about Oklahoma, former Oklahoma City Thunder player Russell Westbrook, been on the Wizards. Bradley Beal said this about Russell Westbrook. Russ pushes me. He makes me hard and brings out the best in me. I think that's something I definitely challenge this year. And besides the pause right there, Bradley Beal feel like Russell Westbrook is helping him being the player that he is right now, averaging 30 points a game, making him. Because people will say that, MJ said himself that Russell Westbrook is like MJ. If Russell Westbrook was playing in the 90s, he'd be like him, just like him. That's how he used to play, how he had the mentality like that. People say that Russell Westbrook has out everybody in the league. He has the most Kobe mentality or MJ mentality out there. And Bradley Beal would say like, oh, this the way that Russ just like handles the game is this challenge. This helps him. Becomes even better and better every single day. So, you guys' thoughts about this statement? Austin?
I mean, he may be a good teammate and all, but they're still 10 and 17. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but they're coming together. They've won 4 on the bounce now, 4 in a row. So
yeah.
I want to see it keep going because I have them as my 5 seed. They better get on like a 20-game win streak, or I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh, you had them as your 5 seed.
I'm gonna look real stupid if they don't start.
We're gonna have to look back at those. Those were so bad. I hit the Warriors as my 2.
You know, I forgot the Heat, but they're not making the playoffs right now, so I may look smart.
Wait, what? You left the Heat out?
Yeah.
Just say you did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose. I knew the Heat was going to get injured and have a lot of COVID cases, and they weren't going to be good, okay?
No, but it's actually kind of nice to see the Wizards kind of get into form here because, you know, before a little bit it looked like they were really discontent and they were going to tear it apart or whatever. But, you know, I'd like to see them get closer to 500. They got a tough stretch of games coming up. They got Lakers, Clippers, and then Nuggets all away from home.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hopefully they can just pull out the win over –
maybe one of them.
Yeah,
they get one win.
I feel like if they make the playoffs, they're gonna be like a team like the 2000, like the We Believe Warriors team. They're gonna be like a We Believe Warriors team and pull up the upset against a top seeded team.
I just want the Wizards to do well because I'm tired of talking about where Bradley Beal should go every single week. I'm tired of talking about that, so I hope the Wizards keep doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but well, listen, we always talk about basketball, football, a little bit of hockey and baseball, but we're going to talk about tennis here, okay? Australian Open happened, and Naomi Osaka, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, Naomi Osaka.
I believe. I don't know. I'm not a big tennis fan either.
Naomi Osaka from Japan won the Australian Open for, I'm pretty sure that's the second time. And before that, she played, Sabrina Vasquez. I'm getting sports mixed up here. She played Serena Williams. And in my opinion, I think Serena Williams to go tennis, right, for girls tennis right there. So beating Serena Williams twice, Naomi Osaka, I just feel like this. When Serena losing to Naomi Osaka, does that seem like Naomi Osaka seems like the future GOAT, or seem like Serena Williams is going downhill?
I mean, tennis is more of like a game plan sport. Serena Williams, she can beat everyone except her name. I can't pronounce that. But tennis is more of a game plan towards your opponent. Like maybe she focuses on game plans only towards Serena Williams and not as much towards anyone else. And that doesn't mean that she's better than her, but it just means that she is better game plan. But yeah, I don't know too much about professional tennis.
Yeah, I mean, let's not like say that she's got Serena or anything, or she's passing her in the GOAT status or anything. But Serena's just getting older. You're gonna have to deal with that. But her accomplishments are undeniable. So, but Osaka's off to a great start to her career. She has 4 of the major tournament wins already, and beat Serena in 2 of them. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I saw a clip. She acts like she beat. It was like during the Australian Open. She beat. I forget the person's name. She beat her, and then she said, "I like to think." And then she went back and asked her name, like, "What's your name again?" And then she told her name, like, "Oh, I like to think her." And like, I feel like that was hilarious.
Yeah, she's kind of interesting in the interview. I mean, she's like really soft-spoken and kind of shy. I feel like because of that moment, that was kind of awkward. And then the first time she beat Serena Williams, she ended like up crying and saying sorry for like beating Serena Williams. I mean, there was some sort of dispute in the game, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the way that Serena Williams walked off that interview after losing to Naomi too, it was just like sad to see it because like she walks off crying, like because she needs one more major tournament win to tie. I forgot who it was, but it's for 23 major tournament wins. So, and that's just one shot. She just needs one more win to be up in the record books, to be number 1 right there. And it seemed like this year she was going to get it, but Naomi Osaka for the second time stopped her in her place to not getting that 23rd major tournament win. So.
Yeah, and on the men's side, Djokovic won. I mean, he's one of the best of all time as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I have for today.
Yeah, and a sport that I do understand more and that maybe we should talk about is some golf. I mean, I watch golf all the time, so if we want to keep up with that, I mean, at least when there's big tournaments. What'd you say?
I'm down to talk about golf.
Yeah, I love golf, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's all I have for today. If you guys are watching from YouTube, make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment, like, to give us some hot takes right there, something like that, or say like, "Oh, you guys are awesome. We love you. Best podcast in the world." If you guys are listening from Spotify, make sure you guys follow and share to your friends and families. If you guys watching from Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys subscribe and give us 5 stars. If you guys are watching from TikTok, follow us, like our video, share, copy, link, share, all that, comment, get the algorithm up a little bit for our videos. So we posted a TikTok of Getz, giving out his
Justin Herbert call from the draft.
Mm-hmm. Like right after the draft, he called it too.
He's gonna make it 2 in a row this year. So.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Mac Jones?
Yep, Mac Jones. He's coming.
I'm a firm believer in Trey Lance, in my opinion.
Oh no, I'm done with North Dakota.
I'm thinking Trevor Lawrence, actually.
That's a good choice.
Mm. But
Go with the
yeah,
dark.
you guys watching from Instagram or clips on Instagram? I think I have one up right now about us talking about Nick Chubb and Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys watching from Instagram, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. It's at Don Tesla Pod, no spaces whatsoever. And you know, currently right now, like if you're John Moran, Donovan Mitchell, or Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, make sure you guys join the podcast. Okay, like I
Hey, Mike Vick. I know you want to come to this podcast.
Oh, Mike Vick too. Mike Vick, that's next team right there. I'm saying any player who's been in the NBA or NFL or any league, or we can take college players too, like anybody who has more than like 1,000 followers on Instagram who's good, like you can join the podcast.
Yeah.
Anybody here. But that's pretty much what we have for today. You guys got anything else to say? I just gotta say this, like, bro, imagine if the Panthers lose at getting Deshaun Watson to the Broncos like they lost against the Broncos in Super Bowl.
Deshaun Watson goes to the Broncos. They're going to be second in the division for the next 10 years.
That's another reason why I wouldn't go there. Jeez, man, that's a tough division.
You have to face the Chiefs every year in the second round of the playoffs.
Chargers going to be good. Chargers going to be good as well. Raiders, no scrubs. Man, I have one more thing I want to say, Manny, when you said it at the end, but whatever, I forgot it now.
Oh, you forgot?
Oh yeah, no, you said we should bring anyone on that has more than 1,000 followers. I've now broken the 1,000 follower mark on TikTok. I'm going viral.
Going viral.
I had one vid that got like 13K views. Now I have 1,000 followers.
I don't know how you do it because I post a TikTok, it only gets like 7 likes.
You have to drink milk. You have to drink more milk.
Dude, when I used to do TikTok, I posted the dumbest things, and it would get like 40K views out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, I deleted everything because I was like, my videos were dumb, but like.
Yeah, then I'm out here posting quality videos, 10 out of 10. Would recommend to your friends, okay? And it only gets like 10 likes or.
Hey, I can give you a duet, Manny, and then maybe it'll go a little viral.
Yeah. Like that was, Will did with one of my videos. He duet one of my videos and got like 50 more likes than mine. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Like, but I'm pretty sure that's all we have for the podcast. That's all. And I always got to say something at the end of the podcast. I guess I'm just going to say,
Cortland's not an all-pro wide receiver.
Huh?
Cortland Sutton's not all-pro.
Cortland Sutton is better than DK Metcalf.
I'm outside in an AMG.